know that wasn't right. But, so, this video right here is not necessarily going to be a tutorial because I really don't know how to play the song, how it's supposed to be played. They got a band, they're professional. I'm a beginner, intermediate. But I do want to share as much as I do know, or think I know, or how I hear it, or how I play it, which, again, I was messing up. But whatever, I'm still going to give you what I have for you to play this song. The song is Ricky Dillard, He Reigns Forever. Or maybe it's just He Reigns. But it's Ricky Dillard. It's actually in the key of C sharp, B flat, if you want to call it that. It sounds like it's in B flat minor because that's its relative minor. Probably wasn't the right fingering, but I always look at songs as if I'm playing in a major key. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the D flat major scale or the C sharp major scale. So, and I do mix sharps and flats. I'm sorry, I'm not a professional teacher. And like I said, this isn't necessarily a tutorial, like a real tutorial, just because like I don't really know how to play it. So if you guys have ideas and chord progressions or voicings that you want to add to this, I want this to be like a collaborative tutorial, if that makes sense. But what I'm doing, feel free to change it, is D flat is the 1, and this is the scale of this C sharp, or D flat. D flat is the 1, E flat is the 2, F is the 3, G flat is the 4, A flat is the 5, B flat is the 6, C is the 7, and then you're back at the 1 or the 8. This is D flat. Once again, D flat is the 1, E flat is the 2, F is the 3, G flat is the 4, A flat is the 5, B flat is the 6, C is the 7, and then you're back at D flat, which is the 1. So the song starts off with a little intro that sounds like this. Sorry, my B flat is messed up. So I'll first give it to you as single notes, and then I'll give it to you if you want to play chords. And like I said, I don't know if the chords are right or nothing, but I'll give it to you. So it starts off F, C, in your right hand. F, C. But you grace note off of the B flat when you go to the C. So you hit the B flat just a little bit before you hit the C. Like that. You just grace off of it. You can do that if you want, going from B flat, B to C. But I just like to go F, grace note off of B flat to C. And then you want to go back to B flat. So F, C, B flat, and then you go to the E flat. Oh, sorry, D flat. Like that. So F, C, B flat, D flat, A flat is the next one. G flat, A flat. Okay, so from the top, F, C, B flat, D flat, A flat, G flat, A flat, like that. And then you're gonna go to F, and you're gonna grace note off of the E flat, going to F, just like you did on B flat to C. Oh gosh, sorry. Like that. Sorry, this is taking so long already. F, C sharp. Oh my gosh. F, C, B flat, D flat, A flat, G flat, A flat, F. Now you're going to go to E flat, F, G flat, F, D flat, E flat, D flat, C. Sorry, I'm getting all my flats and notes all wrong already. Like that. Last time. And you do grace note off of the F sharp going to the, or G flat going to the A flat as well. You can even grace note going from the F to the F to the G flat. Okay, if you want to do it with chords, well, I guess I should show you what your left hand is doing first too. So your left hand is going to go from the B flat to the G flat to the E flat to the D flat and then back to the G flat. So in terms of numbers, it starts on the 6, it goes to the 4. Oh my goodness, not the, yeah, I'm right, sorry. 6, 4, 2, 1, 4 is the progression. 6, 4, 2, 1, 4. With the right hand, it's going to be, you start on you hit the F, and then when you hit the C in your right hand, you hit the B flat in your left hand. When you go to the 5 or the A flat in your right hand, that's when you hit the 4 in your left hand. When you hit the F in your right hand, that's when you hit the 2 in your left hand, or the E flat. So. When you hit the G flat in your right hand, that's when you hit the 1 in your left hand, or the D flat. And then when you hit the C in your right hand, that's when you hit the 4 in your left hand. And that'll be the intro for single notes. So. Okay, so if you want to do chords, you can do something like, and play like a B flat minor chord, a B flat minor 7, basically. I don't know how to name chords, right? So I'm just gonna spell it out. You can do B flat in your left hand, F in your left hand, B flat in your left hand, a power chord, 1, 5, 1, and then, oh, I'm looking at it like I'm in B flat minor now. So 6, 3, 6, and then 2, 5, 7. It's an A flat major chord in the second inversion in your right. Letters is E flat, A flat, C. That's the first chord. So you hit the F first. If you want to grace note off of that B flat, you can. So when you go to this chord, it can be, if you want it to be, a F or G flat, D flat, G flat, and some type of quartal chord that Jermaine Graves taught us. Both of these work. I don't really know if they even use this type of voicing, but you can go B flat, E flat and A flat, which is, if numbers, is the 6, the 2, and the 5. Okay, so that would be the second chord if you want to do that on the intro. And then I want to say this is an E flat minor 9, but it's a, in your left hand, E flat, B flat, E flat, and then you can do G flat, B flat, D flat, F. If you want to add that in there, you can too, depending on the sound that you're looking for. Or you can, you know, take away notes or add notes or however you want to do it. But you're going to a 2 minor chord. Now when you go to the 1, I do this one, I think, which is the D flat in your left, and then A flat, D flat, G flat in your right. And then you're gonna hit the 4 again, and it's a G flat in your left, E flat, A flat, C in your right. So from the top, it's sorry about that. Okay, now you're gonna go to a diminished chord over the A diminished chord. And what I would really work on is the inversions of this diminished chord. So I'll spell it out. In the left hand, you're doing A, and in the right hand, you have A, C, E flat, and G flat. Now what I would do is I would take this chord and learn all of its inversions, because this song is very diminished and minor heavy. So you hear a lot of minor, a B flat minor chord going to A diminished chord. You hear that a lot in the song. So I would work on the inversions of the B flat minor chord all the way up and down the keyboard, and I'll spell it out in just a second. And then also work on the diminished chord, you know, that way no matter where you go on the keyboard, you can still play that chord. But here it is. So as you notice, you build up on that 4 chord, where you're doing some type of an A flat major chord in your right and the G flat in your left. You build and just pulse it. As far as the timing, so let's see. I think it's about like 8 times. So on that 8th time, that's when you go to the diminished. The diminished again is A, C, E flat, G flat. From there, you're going to go to a B flat minor chord, B flat, and F in your left, B flat, D flat, F in your right. Now you're going to go back to that A diminished chord. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's how many times you hit it. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, bum. That's the timing. And you're gonna go back and forth between those chords, okay? Like that, okay? Now, if you heard me do it in the very beginning, I did something like, or something like that. It's literally all that little, like doing runs like that. I'm just using the scale. I'm not that creative. So I'm just using like the B flat minor scale, which is the same exact thing as the D flat major scale. The reason why it's the same exact thing is because B flat is actually the relative minor of D flat. That's what JP taught us. So when you're in the key of D flat like we are, we can use the scale of the 6 minor scale to make up cool little runs when it sounds like, you know, a minor mode. Since this is really dependent on the 6 as far as like our pulsing, we're on the 6 when we're doing the bum, bum, bum. And since we're on the 6 playing a minor chord, we can use the 6 minor scale in order to make runs. And the minor scale is the exact same thing as the D flat major scale. So from the D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat. It's the exact same notes when you're doing the B flat minor scale. You just start at the B flat and then you play all the notes of the D flat major scale. Okay, so you just start off from the B flat to the C, because that would be like the 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, if you stayed in the key of D flat and you played it and you used the numbers 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that right there is the B flat minor scale. So that's all I did is I descended using the B flat minor scale. And stuff like that. Just using that scale to do different little things. That's just like, you know, so. Just playing with that scale and doing different things. There's no set, I'm just pressing stuff randomly. So, from the scale, though. Don't go like doing weird stuff, unless you're good like that. I'm not. Okay, so. So another thing that you can do on this part, instead of going back from the B flat to the A to the B flat, you can go B flat to the A to the A flat, playing the same chords. And what I mean is you got the B flat minor in your right, which is the B flat, D flat, and F. And then you're going down to that diminished. You don't have to hit the G flat on that diminished if you don't want to. You can just be A, C, E flat. Now here's what I mean. You can go to the A flat and then B flat, D flat, F. Like that. And then back to the A diminished chord. Now, once you get to the verse, oh, he shall reign. Once you get to that part, you can play what the choir is singing if you want, which is a B flat minor chord. In different inversions. So you go B flat minor, B flat minor in second inversion, B flat minor, and then that same diminished chord that we did. he shall reign. Or you can take it up to a different octave and do the same thing. Oh, he shall reign. And this is the same diminished chord. I'm just playing it in different inversions. That's why I said practice the different inversions prior to really getting this down. That way you can be free to do different things. So you're literally going from a B flat minor chord to an A diminished chord, or a C diminished chord, or E flat diminished chord, or F sharp or G flat diminished chord. They're all the same, okay? It just depends on what melody you want and the feel that you want. Here's what I mean. So here we go. Oh, he shall reign. Oh, he shall reign. Oh, he shall reign. Sorry. Oh, he shall reign. Okay? So practice that and learn that. Now, what is the bass doing on your left hand? I don't know how far you can see. So. Yeah, you can see that. Okay. So for the bass, you're literally almost just outlining a B flat minor chord, but you're adding a C too. So it goes, that's B flat twice. So you hit the B flat twice. Okay. And then F, D flat, C, B flat. So hit the B flat twice. Go to F, D flat, C, B flat. Okay. So practice that. Like that, okay? Then you go into the A. And you can do little octave pops too to get it started and give it a little bit more like rhythm. Oh, sorry. Like that, okay? Now, another thing that they do, a little feel from what the bass does. So that feel is F, G flat, E flat, F, F, G flat, E flat, F. So okay. Now you don't necessarily have to do what the choir is doing with the oh he shall reign. You can just oh goodness. So so let me try to teach that part. So I'll just do it with the chords. So what you should practice is doing the start off on your left hand, doing the B flat twice. Okay, and now when you get to that D flat, put a spotlight on there, because that's when we're going to start. So you hit the B flat twice, hit the F, and then D flat. When you get to the D flat, play the B flat minor. Like that. The same time that you hit the D flat, play the B flat minor, which is the B flat, D flat, and F. Now when you get to the B flat, switch your inversion of this B flat minor chord from the root position to second inversion. And all you're going to do is go B flat, D flat, F to F, B flat, D flat. Same notes, just a different order when you hit the B flat. So your spotlights for your chords is going to be on the D flat and on the B flat. So start it off. Chord, hit the C, change the inversion to the second inversion, B flat minor. Now once you do that, go back to the root note, B flat minor, or the other inversion of B flat minor that you're playing, if it's like, or however, whatever inversion you're playing. Go back to it, and then go back to that diminished chord that we've been playing, which is A, C, E flat, and G flat. Now, when I'm doing like all the fills and stuff like that, that's just feel. You do that however you want. It's just rhythm. So when I'm doing like, oh my goodness. That stuff right there, it's just rhythm. Boom, bum, 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 bum. It's just however you feel. You can just it's literally however you want to play it, but those are the chords. Okay, those are the chords, and it's however you feel it, that's how you do it. So with the beat, now when I do that, again, same thing. I'm just using inversions of the same chord. So instead of A, C, D flat, G flat, I just take this G flat and put it on the bottom of my chord. Right now it's at the top. I'm going to put it at the bottom and just play a different chord. And I'm still doing that. Boom, 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 boom. It's literally just left and right. Just rhythm. Okay? So after we do that, oh, he shall reign. Oh, he shall reign forevermore. Oh, another thing that I forgot to show you. I like to do that. I don't know if that's in the song or not, but I'm literally just going up the scale again. But I'm just starting at the diminished, and I'll go A, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, E flat, F, D flat. So once again, that's A, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, D flat, F, D flat. Slower. A, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, E flat, F, D flat. Like that. So if you need to slow it down to get that if you don't have it. But okay, so and another thing, you don't have to do that little boom 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 boom. You can just do rhythmic pulses with the B flat. And I'm just doing like little octaves to fill it in, or you can just like that. Okay, now so now when they start to go up and modulate up, I would change the inversion just to kind of match the energy that they're singing. Now once we get ready to go into the forevermore part, I would go from the B flat, A to the A flat. So what I'm talking about, I'll just start from the very beginning so you know what I'm talking about. So I really ought to get this key fixed. See all that? That's why I keep on doing that. It is really messed up. I'm sorry, y'all. Go up. Go to A flat. So when I go here to the A flat, I'm actually playing a D flat major chord in first inversion, which is F, A flat, D flat. While you got the 5 in your left hand, the A flat. So. Now, I like that chord. So literally just a E flat major chord in your right hand. And then a D flat or a G flat in your left hand. And I'm doing octaves. I don't know if that sounds good, so. Maybe not. Maybe just go with the G flat, B flat, E flat, which is the E flat minor chord in first inversion. So as far as that rhythm, I'm still doing that same thing. Bump, 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 bump. That's the timing and the feeling that I'm doing. So. Okay. Now, forevermore. You want to, what I do is I go from here, I'll just tell you what the bass is doing here. It goes from the 3, 5, 6, and down to the 6. 3, 5, 6, 6. The chords on the 6, when you play the 3, it's going to be an A flat major in first inversion, which is C, E flat, A flat. Here I'm doing it. When I get to the 5 in my left hand, I'm playing D flat, F, B flat. When I get here, I'm playing the 6 in my left hand, E flat, A flat, C, in my right hand. Keep that same chord in your right hand, and you play the 6 again in your left hand. You just go down to a different octave. So again, 3, 5, 6, 6. The next chord you're going to go to is here, where you're playing a D in your left hand, or the flat 2, and then you're playing a B flat major chord in first inversion, which is D, D, F, B flat, and you're right. Okay, that's the next chord you're going to, but one thing that you can do is you can go from you can walk up to the D from the C. And here's where that would come in. You go 3, 5, 6, 6, C, D flat, and then that chord, which is D, and then D, F, B flat, if you want. Or you can do that. You can chromatically walk down from the F to the D. So you can do like that if you want. Walking from the C to the D flat, you can walk down to it, or just go to it. Okay. Forevermore, who is the King of glory? So who is the King of glory? You go, so D flat in your right hand, you're going to do a D flat major chord in first inversion. You're going to hit that corresponding to the words of the song. Who is the? That's 1, 2, 3. So the D flat major chord in first inversion, F, A flat, D flat. Then you're going to go to an E flat minor chord in first inversion, which is G flat, B flat, E flat. And then back to the D flat chord. Who is the King of glory? So it's corresponding with what the choir is singing. Who is the King of glory? Now who is the king, when you hit the E flat minor chord in first inversion, that's when you hit the 2, okay, in your left hand. And then the 2 is going to be walking, to the 4. So it's going to go 2, 3, 4, 4. And what I mean is you hit the D flat major chord in first inversion. Now here, you want to hit E flat at the same time that you hit that E flat minor chord. Okay, so all of that is alone on the D flat major chord. And then when you hit the E flat minor chord, that's when you go to the E flat in your left hand. Now remember, you're going back to that D flat chord after that, and you're hitting that for each note that you do. So 2, 3, 4, 4. 2, 3, 4, 4. Now you're going to go to your 6. It's like a passing tone to get back to the 2. So you got, and for me, I'm using a B flat in my left and the F in my left. You don't have to do the F, you can just do B flat. Then A flat, D flat, E flat, F, A flat. You don't have to do all of those notes, but it's basically just playing another D flat major chord. I'm just hitting octaves and adding the 9, which is the same thing as the 2. Right there. You don't have to add that. You can just do it. You can do the same chord if you want. go to your 6 and hit the same chord right here. You can do the same thing if you want. Now notice, when I do that, I am doing bump, bump. I'm hitting it twice. 1, 2. Even when I get to that 4. Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty. Mighty in battle. Okay? So it's basically just corresponding with what the choir is singing for the timing of it. You just listen to the song and you'll get the timing. Now, that extra feel, just like I've been doing for the whole song, is octaves. E flat to E flat, F to F, G flat to G flat. You can walk up. When you go to the 6, you can walk from the A flat, A6. Now there, all I did is pop the try to make sure it's still recording. All I did is pop the 5. Like that. 1, 2, 3 on the 5. Now somewhere in the song it does something like this. I don't know if it's the chord. Which, when you hear something like that, it's a G in your left hand, and I'm doing an F, G, B flat, E flat in my right. That's F, G, B flat, and D flat. Or E flat, sorry. F, G, B flat, and E flat. F, G, B flat, E flat. That's what I'm talking about right there. And I did change the voicing once I got to that 6 to A flat major in my right and a B flat in my left. But you could just do a D flat major or that one. It's up to you. So once you hit that chord or the G, what I do is I go from the 5 to the 6. And I just literally just play the 5 chord in second inversion. So that's a E flat, A flat, and C. And I go to the B flat, which is the 6. And I play this minor chord, but it's on. When I look at chords, a lot of the times I just look at it at whatever I'm playing in my right over whatever in my left instead of naming it like I'm supposed to do. Sorry. So I'm playing a D flat major chord in my right, and that's over the 6. But I know that that's a B flat minor chord. I just don't know what kind of B flat minor chord it is. B flat minor 7. So, that's how it'll sound. Okay, let me play the whole thing so you can see where I'm at. I'll do it relatively quickly. That way this can stop being so long. that part. Goodness. So after we go to that, where you play the D in our left hand and the D, F, B flat in our right, you walk up to the F in your left hand. So from here, the D, you go E flat, E, F, and you play in your right hand A, D flat, E flat, A flat. Okay. Like that. And then, who is the King of glory? Sorry about that, y'all. The Lord strong and mighty. The Lord mighty in battle. Now, what I hear when they do this is they go to the 5. And they walk up to the 5 from the 3, I think. So 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Okay? Once they do that, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, they go lift up your hands. And lift up your hands is 5, 6, 7, 1. So lift up your hands. 5, you got the 5 or the A flat in your left, E flat, A flat, C in your right. Lift up is going to be over the 6, which is the B flat. You got B flat in your left, you got G flat, B flat, D flat in your right. So G flat major chord over the 6. Now you can either do this one or this one. I don't think this one sounds right. So I would do this one here, which is over the C. C in your left, A flat, C, E flat in your right. And then you're back on your 1, which is the D flat. D flat in your left, A flat, D flat, F in your right. Any kind of D flat major chord. Now, this ain't playing the right chord again, but it goes to some kind of G after. So after you go lift up your hands, play the A flat and D flat as if you're playing a power chord. As if you're playing the 1, 5, 1, but you're descending. Instead of going 1, 5, 1, you're going 1, 5, 1 the other way, or 8, 5, 1. So lift up your hands like that. Lift up your hands. A flat, D flat, and then some type of a E flat major chord over the G. It sounds weird to me, but that's what it sounds like to me. So E flat, and then you do a 7, 3, 6. And then you're right back at the top of the song, which is Oh He Shall Reign. The 7, 3, 6 would be C in your left, and then you got B flat, E flat, G flat in your right. So when you get here, I'm doing the F, C, E flat, or just the F, and then that diminished chord that we played at the very beginning of the song, which is A, C, E flat, and G flat. So lift up your head. Now, one thing that I think they do, they walk down to the 7. When they go 7, 3, 6, they go, which is 2, 1, 7, or E flat, D flat, C. And even walk up to the 3. So it's a 7-3-6. You walk down to the 7, like that, and then up to the 3. Okay, and then it's right back to the, and I'm not gonna go over all that again because I already went over it. So, oh, he shall reign is the same thing. And then when it gets to that next part, he reigns, he reigns, he reigns forever. What I'm hearing is a 2, which is a minor chord over the 2, which is, you would do the E flat in your left hand, which is the 2. And then you got G flat, B flat, D flat, and F in your right. You can add that A flat if you want it to be a little bit more clustered. Okay. Okay, now from the 2, it goes to the 6. And when I play in the 6, I'm doing F, oh goodness. B flat, F, A flat, C, E flat, and A flat in my right. It's some type of B flat minor chord, but like a B flat minor 7. Yeah, I really wish I didn't have to name chords. A way that you can look at it is you play an A flat major chord over the C. Over the B flat in any inversion. And then back to that 2. He reigns, back to it. He reigns forever. So you're cycling between those 2 chords, going from the 2 to the 6, 2 to the 6. Now they do some type of a walk down, going from the 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. So on the 4, you can do something like a G flat major chord. A G flat major chord would be G flat. If you want to do the D flat in your hand, your left hand, you can too. G flat, B flat, D flat. Now you go down to the F in your left hand, F, A flat, D flat in your right hand. I wouldn't hit that C. Now you can go right back up to the G flat major chord when you hit the 2, if you want. That's what you're doing. Or you can go back to that original chord that we did over the 2. He reigns, he reigns, he reigns forever. He reigns, he reigns, he reigns forever. Now if you notice what I'm doing in my left hand, I'm bouncing. It's literally just rhythm. And I'm hitting the octave. I'm hitting the same note. E flat, E flat. Or you can just bounce on the same note. It's like a rhythm going from the 2 to the 6. And now all I'm doing right there is just walking, trying to fill in some space and make a little bit more rhythm by walking. So. Now I do inversions a lot too. So instead of just doing the G flat, doing it the way I did, I just changed the inversion. And sometimes instead of doing that D flat chord chord over the 3, you can do an A flat major chord over the 3, and it changes it a little bit. So you can even do a D flat major chord over the 6. So you can interchange the D flat major chord and the A flat major chord on some of these chords and get kind of a different sound, from what I can see. So now, once they go start doing that, to me it sounds like they're just going up the scale. From the 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Once again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And the chords, I literally just play the same chords I've been playing on all those tones. I just do it again. So that's that. I want to call it an E flat minor 7, but E flat, B flat, E flat on your right, your left, G flat, B flat, D flat, E flat on your right, F, D flat on your left if you want, F, A flat, D flat on your right, G flat and D flat in your left, G flat, A flat, B flat and D flat in your right, A flat major chord, A flat, E flat in your left, A flat, B flat, C, E flat in your right. When you get to the 6 of the B flat, you can do the same B flat, F, A flat, D flat, F. Now when you get to the B flat, you just take those chords that we just did and just descend with them. All the same. Now I'm changing them, like, I feel like I'm changing them every time, and I'm sorry about that. But you're basically just playing an E flat minor chord, an F minor chord, or the F minor 7 chord. So E flat minor 7, F minor 7, G flat major 9, A flat major 9, B flat minor 7, A flat minor 9 if you want, or just A flat major, G flat major, F minor 7. That's not an F minor 7. Goodness. I don't know how to name chords. I really hope that you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. So, and then it just goes back to "We reign forever." So he reigns forever. Sorry, I was trying to find it. G flat. It's a G flat to the F, which is the 4 to the 3. I'm doing a G flat major in first inversion, B flat, D flat, and G flat. And then over the F, or over the 3, I'm doing a D flat major in second inversion. He reigns forever. Oh. Okay, y'all, my phone's getting ready to die, so I guess I'll be making another video if you guys would like me to continue, because this is kind of took a while. So I don't know if y'all want me to continue to do it. But if you do, just comment, let me know, because this is already almost an hour long. So I'll stop here.